Hello, everybody, and welcome to Romancefull's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now, this is a reading for the 31st of August, 2020, and this reading is dedicated to the sign of Sagittarius. That being said, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody, so please do take whatever resonates with you and just leave the rest of it aside. If, however, you do have any questions, you would like to have a personal reading, you're in search of answers, please do contact me at romancefulltarot@gmail.com, and it will be my great pleasure to help you out with that. Also, if you look into the YouTube Dropbox, you will find all the necessary information on how to contact me. On another note, if you do enjoy my channel and you do enjoy my videos and my messages, please do click the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it would be greatly appreciated. So with no further ado, let's begin this reading. Now, what we want to know here is we want to get some advice. We want to get some advice for our present situation, and we want to get some advice for the near future also, in love, of course. So I'm using here a fairy oracle. I'm also using a lover's oracle. So let's flip these cards over and see what kind of message I could get for you. So I have enlightenment. I also have friendship, and I have healing. Okay. And we also have down here balance and not quite understanding things. Okay, so let's begin with enlightenment. So enlightenment is just going to unearth, let's put it that way, your higher or highest consciousness. Okay, so what is really enlightenment other than, just kind of figuring out things and having that, illumination? Enlightenment is really the experience of unearthing higher consciousness by attaining either, intellectual or spiritual insight. Now, the most profound fulfillment and the greatest joys are often discovered simply by achieving that state of enlightenment. Now, it's the emergence of self-imposed mental immaturity using your own personal thought process to become responsible and to become aware. You need to be aware to have the enlightenment. Enlightenment is not allowing yourself to be discouraged. Instead, it is about making attempts to move ahead spiritually and intellectually. Very, very important, okay? Enlightenment will come to you when you realize that you have the capacity to direct your life when you cultivate your own mind. So it's super important, it's so important, this card of enlightenment, of knowing where you're going, knowing it's like having the chariot if you want, okay, in the tarot card. When you're in the chariot, you have, the wheel, you have the power to drive yourself wherever you want to go. But to know wherever you want to go, you need to get that enlightenment. You need to get that consciousness on, the spiritual level, the unconscious level. You need to have it all. So this is really about you getting that enlightenment on in your life, in your relationship, okay? And I do have to say that it's very important to have that basic foundation of a friendship into a relationship. And it sounds really silly to say it, but if you don't have that to begin with, the relationship, I do not feel is going to last. Relationships that are just, based on great passion at the beginning, they end up dying off. If you don't have that common ground, that really strong basis foundation, it's going to be a problem. So be very, very aware of that. Make sure that you do have, common bonds, things that you can do together, things that you can discover together. So it's going to help the union. It's going to help you get closer together. You can do some activities together. And I do feel as though there are some healing to be done. Now, I don't know if it's coming from the past. I don't know if it's just from this relationship here. So you're going to know best about that, but you really do need to heal. You need to let that go. Healing body really thrives with a constant flow of balanced energy. And I have balance twice. I have it with the healing and I have it here again. So this is really about balancing everything off. So if there's anything from the past that you have not yet released, please do release it in any means that you can. Love is, is not always just about agreeing, and neither just for the sake of agreeing and then turning the page. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges each other. So for sure, you're not going to have a relationship where everything is just flatline. It doesn't exist. So there's going to be mountains. There's going to be, Mount Everest to climb up, but there's also going to be little hills, and you have great times anywhere in between. So this is really about taking that time. It's about balancing everything off into your relationship. Very important. So, you're not carrying all the weight on the in this relationship. Also, healing, make sure you've got that beautiful friendship to begin with in the relationship. And if you don't have it, let's start working on it. Have that enlightenment. Know exactly what it is that you want. Know what your partner wants. Know where you're going, so you can move. As I said with the when I made the reference to a tarot card and the chariot, know where you're driving, where you're bringing your relationship to, and to make sure that you're both going to the same common goal. And you know what? You may not always understand why certain things happen in your life and in your relationships, but there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. And through turmoil, a blessing is going to be revealed. So, within here, the enlightenment and the healing. If anything is going on here of negative into your life right now, please do remember what I said. Through turmoil, a blessing is going to be revealed. So this is your advice for the relationship for the right now, into the present, and the near future. I hope you're going to work on the enlightenment, the healing, the balancing, the friendship. Work on that positive energy. Okay, the more positive you get in, the more negative you leave, the best you're going to be. If you do have any questions, you would like to have a reading, a personal reading, romancefulltarot@gmail.com. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do wish you a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being there, and I'll see you soon.